Life with boyfriend Khalil Ramos. Without a doubt, then, there's so much to talk about with T Zone's special guest. So don't let me keep you waiting any longer and help me welcome Gabby Garcia. Hi, Gabby. Hi.
Hello! Hi, Miss Tessa. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me and for making time.
No, thank you for making time for us. Just before we started, taping, Gabby did tell us that it's actually her rest day. So, we really are grateful because we know you're busy all week, and rest days are very precious. So we'll try not to keep you too long.
It's
Pero
okay. It's
syempre,
okay.
the fans have been requested for the longest time that you come on
I
to the
know.
CSI.
So
Diba?
happy to be finally here. Finally, after how many tries?
Yeah, I think one time pa nga, I think it was during the press con of your last TV series. I think that was Beautiful Justice. Am I right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the last time we had you on the show and we just tried to catch you, but the personal press conferences, since everything's on digital now, can be very crazy. So we didn't get to actually sit down and have this longer conversation with you.
Yeah.
Before we go on, we started this thing. We actually didn't get to ask Khalil about this, but Khalil came out in our last episode. But we've come up with a little feature icebreaker type thing that we call LIP, LIP, and
Okay.
it actually stands for latest Instagram post. Okay, so we've pulled up your lip or your last Instagram post, Gabby, and if you could please tell us about this beautiful throwback flashback, a series of photos that you recently put up on your Instagram account.
So, yeah, this photo, actually these photos, it's a series of photos kasi. My manager spent her birthday the other day. It was her birthday, and every time I go out of the country for work, usually it's my manager who accompanies me. So we've really grown into like a super strong relationship, and I'm just so thankful for her. That's why I decided to like make an appreciation slash birthday post for her because she deserves it.
And not only do you celebrate this girl power bond that you have, but also our love of traveling, everybody's love of
Yeah.
traveling,
Oh my
no?
God. Yeah, grabe, siguro that's the biggest factor of the lockdown that I super miss traveling. Luckily I got to travel pa before lockdown. So I was one of the lucky ones.
Just before, because fortunately you finished the series. It really ended in January, am I correct?
Yes,
So
yes.
you really had some time to relax naman before
Mm-hmm.
GMA was meant to give you your next project. But
Yes.
given that we've already touched on missing traveling, and your social media posts, even if we've all been locked down since March because of the pandemic, we've seen that Gabby's been really, really busy in her social media posts. I mean, you've really made such good use of your time decorating your home, vlogging, of course, bringing your family's music school online, organized fundraisers for the frontliners, and you've even become a very young plantita yourself. Huh? Was it a conscious effort, Gabby, to be very, very productive during the stricter lockdowns all the more? Or is Gabby really just a beautiful busy bee?
Well, I'm the type of person who's like a bit of a workaholic. Like, I love being productive. I love doing stuff on my own. And I feel like if I just bum out all day, I feel like I'm not productive and I feel like I'm pabigat. So I just like doing new things, trying out new things. I like exploring. That's why during the lockdown, even though we're here in our homes lang, I made sure that I would like try something new or maybe do something on a routine basis.
We've, of course, it's been quite a while since the last strict lockdowns, no, but I'm just wondering if Gabby at all, in the very beginning, since you're such a busy bee and you really are a workaholic, as you said you are, did you kind of experience a little bit of like, I don't want to call it depression, because sometimes if you say depression, it means such a heavy thing for people, but like many other millennials your age, who's the whole thing shocked the system. Did
Yes,
you
of course.
feel a bit down? If you can just
Yeah,
recall. that for
Yeah,
us?
I wouldn't call it depression definitely because I've so much, respect and care for people who are really going through depression. So I can't call it depression. So maybe I was just a bit anxious and I was a bit frustrated and at the same time scared. All of us were scared. And yeah, the lockdown shocked me so much because I'm an extrovert. I love meeting people. I love going out. I spend most of my time outside of the house. That's my way of relaxing, seeing people, seeing friends, and just like taking my family out. So when the lockdown was announced, I was so like in shock. Then I didn't know what I should be doing for the next 2 months. So it was kind of an adjustment for me, but really I have nothing to complain about because I'm blessed and I shouldn't be really complaining about anything. It's just really like an adjustment period for me.
You're right to say that. In the beginning, we were all just thinking that it's the next 2 months that are going to be difficult. But
Yes,
now we're like 8 months and
I
9 months
know.
into it.
It's
No,
crazy.
it's crazy. But then good things do happen to good people, and I think one of those good things that happened to you, although it's not directly related to your career, it's a more personal thing, is when, of course, your boyfriend Khalil Ramos joined you on GMA Network. I think that was like midway through this whole pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
We had him on the show. He really did tell us that you really gave him all the space that he needed, and you never really sort of pushed the issue to him. I mean, you gave him like the pros and cons of moving to GMA and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
which is such a great thing for a girlfriend to do. But how did you finally feel when he made the decision to transfer to the Kapuso network?
Well, he was asking me like random stuff already, like how are the people in GMA? Who are my friends in GMA? Like stuff like that. And I felt like, well, maybe he's kind of thinking about really transferring. So I just really laid down all the pros and cons for him. Of course, I didn't want to meddle with this decision. This is like a life decision, and I really don't want to meddle with that because he has his own mind, he has his own thoughts and priorities. I don't want to mess with that. The important thing is I'm here to support him, and if ever he needs company in this new network, I'm here to guide him and to support him. But nonetheless, I'm so happy for him, and I'm so also grateful for the network that they welcomed him with open arms.
Um, were you part of? Was there a welcoming committee at that time, or were you there when? I know that he went personally to the network to
Yeah.
sign the contracts, but we didn't really see you in the pictures that were released.
Yeah.
Were
Well,
you there?
Um, well, I didn't really wanna, be there at like the contract signing because I wanna give him his own time, his own spotlight because that's his time. I don't wanna be, in the side on the side and then be like Gabby was there, and I don't want my name to be there in the write-ups when he transferred. So, instead we just celebrated. After that, we went out for dinner, and that was just it, celebratory dinner.
Well, you are a thoughtful girlfriend. Didn't want to steal his thunder then.
Yeah.
But of course, people and especially your fans, his fans from his other network and your fans here, I'm sure they're all excited to actually see you both in one network. Although in the past, I think you've done one project together. Am I
Yes,
correct?
yes, that's true. That's true. But you know what? In the past, we really made it clear that we didn't want to work with each other, because number one, I feel like parang we don't want our relationship to be super showbiz. Like we don't want to be super duper duper out that time. But then as years go by, when we were like going 3 years now, we talk to each other, and you know what, I feel like working together is okay as long as we know the boundaries and we are secured and we know what to keep to ourselves and we know what to post on public. We agreed that if the project is worth it, if the story is worth it, then we're gonna work on it.
You guys really do sound like such a mature couple. I
Oh
did
my
say this
gosh.
earlier. Kasi, di ba, I mean, you made sure muna na solid yung foundation nyo before
Yeah.
decided to work together. Pero
Yes.
I think people kind of got that you were hesitant to appear on projects together, and obviously work on your foundation. Pero nasabi niyo yun in a way because sabi niyo ayaw niyong matawag na love team, 'di ba?
Oh
Kasi
yeah.
may love team eh. Pero now that you're both in the same network, and I hear, I mean, GMA has granted wishes to see the both of you together. Are you ready to be called a love team?
Oh my gosh, you know what? Until now, I keep on thinking that is it really Gablil? Oh my god, like I didn't want to have a name actually for the team up because I want to be recognized individually. Like Khalil is a really really good actor, and I feel like he deserves the limelight, the spotlight as a good actor, and not as Gablil. So I feel like we can work together, but like really like as a solid love team, I feel like he should fly more on his own. Because we have, we both have different paths also. But we can work together, but not as like a super solid love team na lahat ng projects we have to work together. Because if not, the fans or whatsoever. So I just really want to make sure that we're a couple, yes, we can work together, but we're not exclusive to work together.
I guess yan parang give and take muna. Parang ngayon it's really new that you're under the same roof, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Network wise. So, let's give that little Gabriel to the fans. And after
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
parang after that, you guys of course will continue to forge your own careers and your own paths, which is what
Yeah, that's true.
great about the two of you, no? Parang you really know who each one is, yourself and your partner, no? But still, syempre excited talaga kami sa Gablil.
I
Sorry,
know. Me
kami.
too. I'm excited to do
Kilig kami.
it.
So,
Also.
if you could just give us a bit of a teaser of what GMA Network has given the both of you, the one project na pinagkakahintay ng maraming tao. Ano yung story nito? What kind of a project is it? And when does it all happen?
Okay, so it's called Love You Stranger. It's under GMA Public Affairs. And we're both so excited to do this project because the moment they presented us the deck, we fell in love with concept and the characters and everything about this project. I'm not sure if I can share the or give a gist already for the project, but we will start working on it next year. We will be locked in, I think, around January or February. I'm not yet sure, but yes, just to give you a glimpse, it's really close to our hearts. The roles. So yeah, I think that's just really the itsy bitsy part that I could give out.
Well, we are excited to know more about it, but we really don't have a choice but to wait till next year, and that's really just around the corner, no? But I
Yes.
think nowadays what you can do, what you do for GMA is to be part of the Sunday noontime program. How does it
Yes.
go? Yeah. How,
Um,
how, how are you? Were you anxious nung una bumalik? Kasi hindi pa nga tapos yung problema.
yeah.
And, how do you feel being one of the few people, on Earth, let's say Earth na nakakapagbigay ng kasiyahan, no? At this time when people might really be down, diba? A lot of people are down.
At first I feel like all of us were scared to go back to work. I mean, just being out there was scary, and for you to be performing in the midst of pandemic, it was at first really scary, and at the same time I felt like it was a big responsibility as well to really do our jobs well, because you don't know that you might cheer up a person, or you might give this person inspiration through our jobs. So it's really a big opportunity for us artists to be able to bring that happiness in each one's homes. So yes, I'm so blessed that I have work, and I'm so blessed that I could give happiness to other people who are watching.
I know the fans, di ba? Of course, sila kasi nainit sila when there weren't any new episodes of whether the noontime show or the teleseries, and slowly they're all coming back. And I really, really think we all know that the power of entertainment all the more ngayon natin nararamdaman, di ba? But then, I think, ito lang yung hindi ko alam about you much because I've been following your career since you started. But I had no idea that your family had a music school. So hindi ka lang pala in showbiz, but you never know. You might be training the next big singer of Philippine show business, huh? But tell us about that because you brought your online school. It's called Tempo. Yep, is that correct?
Primo.
Tempo Primo. Yeah,
Yes.
nice name. Great name. Tempo Primo. You brought it online. Like, obviously, yung school sa araw-araw ngayon, pati yung music school niyo is online. Tell us about that. How long has your family been running this? And, how was it sort of adapting to
Yeah.
doing all of these lessons digitally?
So actually, it was my sister and I's school. So my sister graduated from Saint School, Bachelor of Music and Music Education, major in percussion. So me also, I love music. So we decided na why not put up a music school? I mean, kesa my sister would teach in another school, why don't we put up her own? And I'll help her, I'll invest in it. And then yeah, we decided to do that this 2020. And then surprisingly and shockingly, we opened last March. First week of March, actually. So the next week,
Digital all this time kasi pandemic? Or nakastart
yes.
kayo ng physical classes?
No, not actually. So
Wala.
we just opened the first week of March, and then the next week lockdown na. So we had to close the physical school. So after like 2 months or a month, we decided na why don't we bring the classes on Zoom online? Since parents are looking for activities for their kids, something to be busy with. So sabi ko, I feel like Tempo Primo will be perfect online also during this time. So my sister and I decided to like make this program online in where kids can enroll and with the supervision of their parents. So everything, violin, voice, guitar, drums, piano, they're all online now. We also have students from overseas, abroad. So I feel like it's like a silver lining for this pandemic for us, also for our business, because though we closed the physical school for the meantime, we gained students pa abroad through online classes. So we're just really so blessed, and we're lucky technology is here. I mean, it's a big thing. And yeah, slowly it's okay naman. It's doing really good. It's pretty well naman, the school.
So
And
what does Teacher Gabby teach there? What does Teacher Gabby handle?
oh my
Which
god, I am not, I
Or
can't, I'm not
so,
a teacher.
are you just in the management side for this one?
Yes, I'm just on the
Okay.
management side and the investor side. But then my sister teaches drums, and then we hired teachers also from her block, from her school. So they're all music graduates. They all have a bachelor degree. So really talaga aral the teacher, so we can give proper education to our students.
Imagine that you grew your green thumb over the pandemic. Now you're a businesswoman as well, and of course you're continuing the vlogging, and of course tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pag-aartista mo, more so pagdating ng 2021, no? But Gabby, outside of all of these different facets of your life, when we switch this spotlight off, who is Gabby Garcia? Is she you see what you get? Talagang, you're a very, very hindi simple person, in the sense that you just say what it is that you want to say, diba? And even the way you carry yourself, refreshing. Yun ba talaga si Gabby? And wala bang ibang side of Gabby na hindi namin alam?
Well, you know what? I'm a very transparent person. So I really try to be real as much as possible, and as much as possible, I try to, not put on filters whenever I appear on screen or off screen. So yeah, I'm just really I'm a what you see, what you get kind of person. So and I'm a normal daughter. I do chores. I get scolded at times. I'm just a really normal daughter and normal sister, actually. And people have this fantasy of an artista na pag artista doon niya, pag artista gets whatever she wants, or gets super super madali ang buhay and stuff like that. But I'm just like any other girl who gets scolded and minsan nagtatampo sa parents. It's just like,
Mhm.
it's really normal. Very, very normal. And
Because of course, when we see you, Gabby, parang even today is your rest day, and even if your hair is just probably up in a bun, there isn't a hair out of place. I mean, you're so well put together. Talaga bang ganon si Gabby? Like when we go inside your bedroom, it's everything have its own little pretty space, or are you kind of like some of us na medyo may days na
oh
hindi
yeah.
as organized as usual?
Well, I have my good and my bad days. I try to be organized as much as possible. Yeah, I really, kasi here in our house, it's just the four of us, my family, and we don't have any house help. So we clean our own spaces. We fix our own stuff. So nasa sa'yo yan. If you don't clean your room, then you sleep in a dirty room. It's just like really like that. So, yeah, it's just really me trying to put my life together on my own.
It's so nice to know how well grounded you are. But I know at a certain point in your career, hindi lang Philippine lang possibility. I remember that you had commercials done at least in the ASEAN region, and I think there was a shot at actually becoming a model outside the Philippines. If I recall correctly. Why did you choose to remain an actress and a celebrity in GMA Network in the Philippines and not pursue that really for us, di ba, napaka-glamorous na path if you had really stepped into the international commercial modeling or even the fashion scene?
Well, I enjoy being an actress in GMA. I love what I'm doing, and as long as the opportunities are there, I'll stay in GMA forever. And the international modeling part, actually that project was pitched from GMA. So I owe it to them, and I'm just so thankful that they're there taking care of me.
One of the platforms that you get to show us the good side of the millennials who are thinking, who are researching, and who are thinking of other people's feelings as well is IRL. No? It's a talk show, of course, that you host. And how is it doing now? I know this sort of happened during the pandemic. Am I correct? The show began during the pandemic.
Yeah, IRL talks about it's a reality, youth-oriented reality show. So it talks about social issues, relevant issues, and from the social issues to the lifestyle, to the music, to the adventure stuff. So it's an all-around reality show for Gen Zs and millennials.
But on the more serious topics there, because you say current affairs then is discussed and all that, who has a hand in choosing the topics? And anong mga topics, if you have a list that you'd like to tell your producers, kasi bago pa lang naman yung programa, anong mga gusto mong i-discuss, Gabby?
Mga gusto kong i-discuss. Well, I'm really lucky kasi the team IRL is really collaborative. They really sit down with me on Zoom. They really sit down with me on Zoom and try to discuss our future topics or their list of what they want to talk about. And I get to air out my sentiments. I get to air out my opinions as well for the episode. So actually, our pilot episode is really good for me. I mean, the topics that we discussed in our pilot episode, I really can't, say anything about it first kasi mag-air pa lang. Oo, pero it's really well thought of. And if I would have, a choice again on what topics we can discuss, it's more of really i-share namin yung sentiments and, opinions and where the millennials and Gen Zs are coming from. Because, a lot of Gen Zs and millennials are really smart. And a lot we can all learn from each other, especially in our generation. So, yeah.
With GMA Current Affairs multi-awarded behind this show, I'm sure it's going to be very, very interesting. No? But just maybe personally, ano yung advocacy mo right now? What are you most passionate about?
Right now, what am I most passionate about? Siguro it's really social media now because I've been really reading and reading, and I've also been a victim of social media. I think all of us naman, we all have our own fair shares of, bad moments on social media. So as of the moment, I feel like we should really um, learn how to use social media wisely.
That's true, no? And of course, having your vlog and being one of the role models of the youth, I really do hope that you'll be able to make a difference in that, and I'm sure you will. So, as a final question, Gabby, bilang millennial it girl, what is the message you want to give your fellow millennials, especially those who are struggling with the pandemic right now? Not being able to go out like you, not being able to go to school, not being able to physically meet their friends, and so on. What message does Gabby Garcia have for her peers?
Um, for my peers, I hope you guys are thinking of other people as well. If you're sad that you can't go out, let's think of other people and let's try to help each other. In this world, in this country, we should all help each other grow. We should all help each other, be successful. And I feel like this is not the time to pull each other down. Instead, let's all try to help each other rise up from everything that's been going on.
Very well said. And if you could please invite the viewers of the Manila Times CSI to catch you on the shows that you are going to be appearing in for the rest of the year. And of course, in 2021, you have the microphone, Gabby. Kalil na naman ako. Hindi ko talaga. And syempre kilig lang kasi kami. So anyway, Gabby, where can we see you in the next few months and of course in 2021?
Yes, actually, it's ongoing now, All Out Sundays. That's every Sunday, of course, at 12 noon. And IRL, this is airing on GMA News TV. I'm super proud of this show. I hope you guys enjoy this show because we are going to be talking about a lot of topics, social issues, relevant issues, love life, music, anything really. We can really literally talk about anything on this show. And of course, next year, Love You Stranger. I'll be with Khalil Ramos for this show. It's actually a mini series brought to you by GMA Public Affairs. We're really, really excited for this one. This project is close to our heart, so I hope you guys watch out for it next year, 2021.
We definitely will. So Gabby Garcia, of course, a millennial that showbiz can truly be proud of. Thank you for sharing your time with us today. And we hope that come 2021, maybe, no, because back-to-back kayo ni Khalil for the T-Zone here on the Manila Times CSI. Baka sa 2021, maka-request naman ako na together naman po sila sa interview.
For sure. We both loved all the questions when you guys sent in your questions. And also when I asked Khalil about his interview, we both loved all the questions. So thank you so much for this really insightful interview.
Thank you. We loved having you, and you are truly, somebody to look up to for our youth. Kasi nga nahiya naman ako sabihin for all of us because I'm kind of sorry, but it was lovely spending time with you, and our background is especially for you, refreshing, and always ready with a smile and always ready to sort of pick us up at any point in your life. So Gabby, we wish you we want to be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas. Malapit na rin yan. And we look forward to seeing more of Gabby in the new year. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much.
And that's it for the